Hey guys, what we doing here? Come join us in the kitchen while we do Taco Tuesday, okay? As you see, I had to pour me a glass of Stella Rose because, baby, I had a day today, honey. I was on this talk show, and, baby, the comments, they been eating me up, okay? They been eating me up, and, baby, I've been going back and forth with them like I ain't got nothing to do, which I didn't have nothing to do but see my client today, but on that note, I had to come home and drink me a glass of wine because, y'all, these people got me effed up. They got me effed up. But anyways, we're going to get into this Taco Tuesday. I'm going to wash my hands and we're going to start cooking. And we're going to talk a little about that podcast as we doing this cooking, okay? So I'm going to wash my hands and we're going to get started, okay? I don't know if y'all use lean meat, but when you trying to cook for a family of 5 and that ground beef be high, like $22 and stuff, you can go get you a good old thing of lean meat. Sometimes it be on sale for $8.99. Sometimes you can find it for $14.99. It just depends. They have a sale. But I sent Bae to the store and he got the groceries for me today. And I hate sending Bae to the store because sometimes he grab generic stuff, like he grabbed some generic chips or whatever. But that's what floats his boat. I didn't eat the chips, but we ate tacos or whatever, and if they want to make some nachos with the chips, they can do that. But I do not like generic stuff. I don't know why, but honey, I just don't like generic stuff. So as you see, I bust that meat wide open, made sure I got all the meat out of there because we ain't leaving nothing in this pack. As high as groceries are, we getting every crumb up out of it, okay? We gonna get all the crumbs up out of that. Yep. So as you see, I put my ground beef in the pot. Well, in the pan. I don't know why I want to call it a pot. I know the names of this stuff, but y'all know I be messing up, y'all. So I put the minced garlic on there, and I use my seasonings. I use the good old seasonings, garlic powder, seasoned salt, accent, and some black pepper, okay? And y'all know I gotta always add some smoked paprika. I always add smoked paprika. Y'all, that's one of my favorite seasonings that I use or whatever. But I was down to the last little bit of garlic powder, so I had to shake the mugs up. Don't y'all know how sometimes your seasoning be so old up in the cabinet that it be crumbling? That's how old this was. I found this all the way in the back, okay? But Essen is one of my favorite seasonings too, y'all. It got a good flavor. You can use it on pretty much everything. I don't know why, but I do. I use it on everything. That and smoked paprika is my 2 favorite seasonings. Don't never say I ain't taught y'all nothing. I be giving y'all the gems, okay? I teach y'all the stuff, okay? So I'm looking for me a spoon so I can chop my ground beef up so it can cook thoroughly, okay? So I'm gonna rinse that bad boy off. You know you gotta get dishes out the cabinets and stuff, and these kids wash the dishes around here, so I don't trust their judgment. So I make sure I rinse everything off, okay? Everything. So as I'm breaking this meat apart, I'm gonna sip me a glass of wine, and I'm listening to my music, just vibing. The kids in there watching the game, Bae at the gym working out, Princess in there watching TV. She be into her little shows, y'all. And Pooh come in here talking to me, talking about he was playing with Jayana today at school and broke her coat. Well, ripped her coat, so he got to buy her another coat. I'm like, what in the hell going on? Like, more money, more problems, more everything. It's just something, everything going on. So I got to find out what size jacket she wears so I can purchase her another jacket because this boy ain't got no job. He a full-time basketball player. I don't know why he be tearing up people's shit knowing he ain't got no damn money. But y'all see these tomatoes right here. My daughter grew these outside in the yard, okay? This girl, the teacher gave her some tomato seeds, and she started growing some damn tomatoes in the yard. And she said, Mama, can we use my tomatoes? Honey, you can use those tomatoes, but we gonna use this tomato that your daddy bought because I just don't trust it. She used the regular dirt outside. Not knowing I don't know the process of growing things at home, but I know you're supposed to use the dirt from outside, and I ain't fucking with it, okay? So Princess gonna eat these tomatoes by herself. So as y'all see, I had to add some more seasoning to my ground beef because I just didn't feel like there was enough. I couldn't see it, so I was like, I need to add some more. Y'all, I don't be liking people to see me cook because I promise you, if you see me cook, you'll be like, oh, she put too much sugar, she put too much salt, or this and that. And y'all know, we like our food how we like our food, okay? So here go my fresh tomato, y'all. I'm gonna go and dice that bad boy up because I told y'all we ain't using them tomatoes Princess made. I just love the way that my daughter think, but baby, I just don't get down like that. I gotta make sure that she growing that stuff the right way before I start eating it, y'all. I just don't be eating anything, okay? And that's funny. But I mean, I just don't trust it. But my daughter, she's so freaking hilarious. Like, that girl, she is into everything, and I just love it. Okay. So, as y'all see, I put my tomatoes in the bowl. I like to have everything sectioned out. So, when I'm making the tacos, everything has just got its own container. And when I want to put it away, I can put it away. Even though these kids don't never leave leftovers. I'm telling you, they don't leave much of anything left over. The next day, we have to cook something else because these kids eats the food down. They act like I don't feed them around here. And I promise you, y'all, I feed them. I'm always in this kitchen cooking, okay? And Babe wanted a jalapeno. He like his food hot, okay? So I cut him up a jalapeno. Anything for Big Daddy. That's right. So I'm going to cut his pepper up. And I was going to do some refried beans, but when I decided not to do the nachos, when Babe bought these generic chips home, I said, you know what, we just gonna put these beans away and we'll do nachos on a different day, because I like Doritos. I don't like them tortilla chips. I only like tortilla chips when I'm eating guacamole, okay? So as you see, the bottom was starting to brown, and I went ahead and tossed it and turned it, did what I had to do to get this ground beef done. Y'all know that's the only thing I hate about cooking. You got to stand over the stove for so long or whatever. I just be wanting stuff to be done. That's why I like baking, okay? Because you bake, you throw it in the oven. You ain't got to keep going to stir it up and do all that stuff. I don't know. That's just me. Thoughts of me. Y'all, I be thinking about some crazy stuff or whatever. But that's what I be thinking about, okay? But, yeah, so I don't know. Ever since LeBron came out with this Taco Tuesday, y'all, we are so strong on Tuesdays being Taco Tuesday. And I love Taco Tuesdays because it's an easy, simple meal. You can get off of work, make it quick and fast, and it's real tasty, and the kids love it, okay? Even though the kids ain't going to like it in a minute because we taking beef out of our diet or whatever, so I don't know what Pooh is, because, Pooh going off to college next year. But next year, we taking beef out of our diet. We just going to do fish, chicken, and turkey, okay? Because I'm done with the bloating and all this stuff or whatever. This food just takes too long to digest, and we just don't be trying to deal with all that, okay? I told you, y'all, we trying to get a little healthier around here because we want to live long. Okay, we want to live long. And if you want to live long, you got to put the right stuff in your body. I tell y'all that all the time, okay? But sitting up here drinking my glass of wine, talking about you got to put the right stuff in your body, baby, I be trying. I be taking baby steps. And if you want to try, you take baby steps too. You ain't got to jump the hurdle just that fast, Take them baby steps. Because, baby, I'm taking baby steps. I stopped the pork first, then I'm going to stop the beef, and then I'm going to stop the drinking and all this stuff. Y'all know how we do it. You got to have step. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That's how we do it or whatever. So, y'all, my ground beef is almost done, okay? So, I'm going to add my taco seasoning once it get done. First, I'm going to strain it and make sure I add my taco season packs or whatever. But, yeah, y'all, I was jamming in the kitchen, drinking my drink, and listen to my R&B music, baby. That R&B music they was playing the burners. I feel like the best music was made back in the 90s. What y'all think? What's y'all favorite 90s R&B song? Because, baby, I got so many. And don't let me get started on my Girls Escape, baby. I love their music, okay? I love it real bad, okay? I just be in here singing my little soul out. And people will think that stuff going on in your life right now because you'll hear the song and then you'll post it on one of your pictures or whatever. I'm like, I just love the song. Can I just not love the song without y'all think this stuff going on in my life right now? Not saying that it haven't went on in my life, but I'm just saying I'm in a good place right now, and I don't need y'all bringing me that bad energy, okay? So if I post something on Facebook, don't y'all go running with a narrative talking about, oh, Latanya going through it or this and that, because Latanya ain't going through nothing. Latanya is living life, okay? And life is good, okay? Look at my kids. Look at my daughter. She in her room watching TV or whatever. Y'all, Princess, she always watching some kind of episode of what she like the Wednesday series or whatever. So she be watching all them movies down. Y'all know they just got a new season, so she watching that down, baby. And y'all know Pooh and Leek, they glued to this TV because the game is on, baby. Anytime there's some basketball or sports going on, that's what my boys are going to be doing, watching the game, okay? And of course, my dog Boss, he ain't too far from Princess. He love him some Princess, and wherever Princess at, he's gonna follow, okay? Y'all see, I called his name, and here he come running from under her bed. Now, why is he in your room under your bed? Like, Boss, I'm telling you, he love him some Princess. When we get a new dog, I don't know what Princess gonna do, because she talking about leaking hair Boss, and she gonna get the new dog. I said, honey, first y'all gotta get Boss together, because when I tell y'all these kids ain't got Boss together at all, he don't listen to nobody. That's why his name is Boss, okay? So then I come out out there messing with Boss, and here come Pooh talking about, so mama, can you sign this paper so I can be a fan at the football game or whatever? Mama, come on and sign it now, because these kids know I will forget. I be having so much stuff going on, honey, I will forget the next minute, and he'll be saying, mama, did you sign the paper, baby? I forgot, okay? So Pooh knew to have me to go ahead and do this paper right then and there, okay? So now he coming talking to me, talking about some other stuff. Y'all, don't y'all love hearing y'all kids stories about what went on at school or whatever? Like, Pooh be so infatuated with Eastside, because I'm telling y'all, my kids ain't never been around stuff like this, and him being at Eastside is a totally different ball game, okay? It's a totally different ball game. My son be amazed. He be like, mama, this happened and this happened, the girls be fighting and this be going on. I be like, oh Lord, you know, but I be so intrigued, because I be right there sipping my wine and listening, okay? And listening to my music and just living life, y'all. I love it having kids. I wish I would have had more kids. If we would have started early, then I probably would have had more kids, because I love having kids, even though they hard-headed, but I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world, because my family is everything, okay? Them Johnsons, that's what they call us. But anyways, I'm gonna strain this meat, y'all, and we about to get down to the good part, okay? Where we gonna mix the tacos with the taco seasoning, then we gonna make these tacos. When I tell y'all, these tacos were so freaking good, baby, we ate them down, okay? And don't y'all say nothing about me straining my meat up in the sink or whatever, because I run my hot water and I make sure that we don't get a clogged sink, because I know a lot of y'all like, she pouring that grease down the sink. For God's sake, it is lean meat. It don't produce that much grease. If y'all notice, the lean meat don't be having that much grease on it like the other ground beef or whatever out the pack or whatever. So yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, Pooh can't stay out my face. I guess he wanted some camera time today, because baby, every time I got on the camera, Pooh come over there talking to me. I said, okay, son, then let them check you out, because it seemed like you want my camera to get you, okay? But nah, y'all, I told Pooh to come out in the kitchen and grab me the clear pan, because I needed something to put my meat in after it got out this pot, so his butt can get these dishes washed. Because Pooh on the kitchen this week, well, this month, because I usually do a whole month of them on the chores or whatever, because if they do weeks, then somebody be at practice and they didn't clean the kitchen. It just be too much going on with them, so they do months. So Pooh is on the kitchen this month of November, which Princess said that's good, because he got to do Thanksgiving and she rather do Christmas, because we normally do Christmas at my mama house. But I don't know how that's going to go this year, because, you know, my husband said something about going out of town. So we're going to see if we're going to go out of town or we're going to spend a holiday with my parents or whatever. So, yeah, as you see, my seasoning is, it's looking real good on that meat. It's looking real good. So we about to get ready and put it in the pan, and we're going to make these tacos, okay? Yep, so that's what's going on right now. And while that's doing that or whatever, let's get back into this podcast, y'all. Do y'all know I went on the podcast or whatever, and I'm just doing it for entertainment, okay? Just doing it for entertainment to help get the exposure so I can gain more followers or whatever. So, of course, I'm on there. I'm drinking my little wine. I'm popping my crap. And, you know, I get to talking about, we get to talking about sex appeals and all this stuff or whatever, y'all. When I tell y'all, they eating me up in the comments. They eating me up in the comments. And I feel like, dang, these people don't even know me. Why they on here talking about this and that? I just want to read them people down and let them know, baby, I am 36 with a husband and 3 kids, and all my kids are doing dang on good, and I'm doing dang on good. So I don't know what y'all talking about. I could be on here talking some noise, but I know how to run a household and be a wife, okay? So they need to get that together, okay? Y'all, I was on everybody comment on everything that they said, making sure that I read them their rights, okay? And that's what I was doing. I read them their rights. I ain't gonna be able to read everybody their rights, but baby, that's more exposure. So I'm gonna argue with them all day. So that's what I wanted to tell y'all about the podcast. But if y'all haven't watched my podcast, please, it's not my podcast, but I'm on it. It's called Unplug Issues. Go on YouTube and watch the episodes. When I tell you, me and Marcus was going at it, we was going at it, y'all. I was trying to find the keywords and stuff to say so that, you know, it can get some little hits or whatever. So don't be too hard on me, okay? Because I was being extra as hell, baby. I'm here to tell you out my mouth, baby. I was being extra. I was saying all kind of stuff. I told my husband, before you watch it, just know that I was being ratchet, and he know what ratchet mean. He know the ratchet Tanya, and he know the wife side Tanya. And I try to be the wife side all the time, especially since I'm older. I don't try to be ratchet. That's the younger me, okay? I'm a new woman. I'm a new woman, okay? Don't hold me on that, okay? It's just entertainment, okay? We know what to say and know what to do to get the engagements, okay? So as you see, I'm hitting my dance. Oh, yeah, okay. Baby, I look damn good to be 36 years old with 3 kids, baby. And that's why I said, you stay the prize, and baby, I am the prize. My husband know I'm the prize too, okay? Because he treat me like the prize. He better treat me like the prize, or he know what's gonna happen. I'm just talking, y'all, because my husband gonna see this like, why you talking all that noise? But baby, he know I'm the prize, because baby, I cook, I clean, and y'all know what else. Yeah, but look at me, y'all. I'm so cute. I can't wait to go get my hair done, y'all, because, baby, I took my hair down yesterday, and when I took my hair down, I was like, oh, baby, I forgot you was short. Baby, it's so short, and I'm going to go back to my short hairdos real soon. I text my girl and tried to get in this week, so hopefully she get me in this week. So I guess now it's time for me to start making these tacos, y'all. It's time for me to start making these tacos. That's my meat, them my tomatoes, and them bay peppers. We gonna do some sour cream, some salsa, and a little lettuce, okay? So I'm gonna start preparing these soft tacos, okay? So as you see, I'm holding it with the hand, with the 3 fingers or whatever. I'm trying to be fancy, y'all. I learned that when I worked at Taco Bell when I was 16. Y'all didn't know I used to work at Taco Bell. Yeah, I worked at Taco Bell. Sure did. Was making those tacos. But y'all, I be using my taco skills at home. You know, I could do a little something and whatever. So Bay wanted 4 tacos, Pooh wanted 4, Princess wanted 3, and Leek wanted 2. And of course, I had 3 tacos as well. So that's what I'm doing, y'all. I'm just preparing everybody's stuff. You know, the next thing you do is add the sour cream to the ground beef, because that's what holds the sour cream. If you put it on top of the meat, and then you put the lettuce, and then after the lettuce you put the cheese, and then you do the tomatoes, and then if you want some sauce, then you put the sauce on top, okay? Don't say I ain't taught y'all nothing, y'all. Them the little techniques that I learned at Taco Bell. Yeah. So that's what just makes it look cute or whatever. You know what I say? Very cutesy, very demure. So look at these tacos, y'all. They looking good. I just love when the tomatoes go on top of the tacos, y'all. They be looking so good and delicious. It just make me want to bite it through the phone. Like, I just love tomatoes. They just so sweet and good. But I don't love them enough to eat Princess tomatoes from her homegrown garden. But as y'all see, we putting the salsa on these tacos. And then we going to put the peppers on there. And then voila, magic. Voila, magic. But nah, y'all know, I just love being a wife, y'all. I just love being a wife and knowing that, you know, stuff like this makes my husband day, because he can be mad all damn day. Long as I cook him a meal, he gonna straighten up. And that's what I did. I cooked him a meal and he was able to eat. My kids was able to eat. Everybody, you know, they was just nice and sound. Watching the game, nice and sound, okay? So this is a Taco Tuesday with them Johnsons. Look at Bae. He over there. I said, let me get you so they can see that you be eating your food down. And then I said, why you looking ugly? He talking about why you got me on the camera. Look at him. Always being mean. And Boss had his little naked tacos too, y'all. But as I was saying, make sure y'all like, comment, and share. And another day in life with them Johnsons. Bye-bye.